Peace and blessings to the tribe. Y'all like, share, and subscribe, man. Remember, they said it, now we speaking on it. I'm Mr. Telescope, and you are now watching the Telescope channel. So, getting straight into this news as we normally do. I know I've been gone for a while, but before we find out where we're going, we got to remember where we came from. And I'm going to give y'all a little glimpse into my life and what I've been doing for, I guess I've been off for a month now. So, I'm going to show y'all what I've been doing for the past month. Give y'all a little idea. Some of these videos are old, so be mindful and take that into context about what I'm saying. And some of them are like literally predictions, so be mindful of that, because a lot of these things that I said actually came to pass and they came true. So we're going to get into some updated stuff as well. I'm going to be updating y'all on some news as far as like the United Healthcare situation. If they found a suspected, person that deleted this guy, the CEO of United Healthcare. And we're going to get into some other news as well. We're going to be talking about Ali Zoe from the Zoe Pound, allegedly. And his disputes with Gunplay and other members of the Zoe Pound, and how they saying that he's lying about what he said on Vlad, and also how they called him a rat. So we're gonna get into a lot of these things. Some of that may be in the next video, because this is gonna be a pretty lengthy video. So y'all go get y'all something to eat, some snacks, some popcorn. Y'all sit down and y'all relax and y'all enjoy the show. Appreciate you guys coming to watch. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Remember, they said it, now we speaking on it. I'm Mr. Telescope, and you are now watching the Telescope channel. Telescope. Yo, man, peace and blessings to the tribe, man. Y'all like, share, and subscribe, man. Remember, man, they said it, I'm speaking on it. Mr. Telescope, you are now watching the Telescope channel. So, man, no further ado, man, peace and blessings to the tribe, man. I appreciate y'all coming in and watch. We finna get straight into this news, man. I'm taking me a morning walk, you know what I'm saying? It's about, I'll say it's roughly about like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. I gotta check the time. I'm making a video right now, but it's like 7:30, 8 o'clock. This video might be uploaded later on throughout the day or whatever, but it's election day, so I figured why not come and talk about all the mayhem that's been going on. I ain't posting in a little while. Figured I might show my face, let y'all know what's going on with me. So with work and family, and like just everything kind of going good for me as well. I've been like having my hands in a lot of other stuff that I got coming for y'all. So that's really been like, a blessing from God, from, a blessing from the Most High above. And it's been keeping me from doing a lot of videos that I really want to do. So from now on, I'm not like, I know I had in mind to make like 3 videos a day. You know what I'm saying? But I had less time on my hands. At the time, I was like in transition of moving. I was unemployed. So I had like less time on my hands. And then when I started working, I was working one job, and I was able to make my 3 videos and then go to work and stuff like that. And like that was my time was consumed around that. I had just went through with my wife, and I wasn't seeing my daughter a lot. I wasn't spending a lot of time with her. So I was able to like, kind of like vent with y'all. And I'm not saying I'm leaving y'all because I'm back with my family, back with my wife, or whatever the case may be. But, man, family first, man. It ain't nothing like having your family. Like, yeah, me and my wife, we go through our ups and downs and shit like that. We went through our ups and downs. But most importantly, besides the woman, it's my daughter, really. She takes up a lot of my time. She's 3 years old. She'll be 4 next year in April 1st. And she takes up a lot of my time, you know what I'm saying? So with me being able to make the content that I'm making, watch the topics, like, you know what I'm saying? It's so time consuming. Like, for the people that don't make content, I'm pretty sure you probably don't even understand. You probably like, man, just like whatever, man, stop making excuses, just put it out. But it's like, you gotta find content that's worthy of like actually posting and worthy of putting that time in, on top of you living your day-to-day life, like whether you got a 9 to 5, whether you got kids, things of that sort. And like at this moment, I'm not gonna make no excuses, because it's my fault. I feel like if I was pushing harder, then YouTube probably would be paying the bills, but it's my fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do gotta go more so by the guidelines and what's going on the tube and stuff like that. It's a lot of stipulations now. But YouTube is not paying my bills right now, though it can. It's not paying my bills right now. So I still gotta get my ass up to go to work. I got a daughter I gotta take care of. I got things I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? So I like rent gotta get made. Gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta make some money. So I'm saying all of that just to say, like, not only do I apologize, you know what I'm saying, for like not just, you know what I'm saying, not being as consistent as I want to be. I really more so apologize to myself. I'm venting to y'all though, cause like y'all the family. But it's election day, so I figured like why not come on here, talk about what the hell is going on, what's like, you know, keep y'all intertwined and catch y'all up with what's going on. So seeing my wife, seeing my daughter now, things are kind of being a little bit better or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I won't say things are great, but things are better. We in a whole nother state at this point. It's nice up here. It's breezy. It's getting really, really cold. You know, I got on my little, you know what I'm saying? I got on my little relaxed gear right now. You know what I'm saying? So I can see. I got on some little suede relaxed gear. I'm just chilling today. It's like one of those days. It's like a little vibe day. Just taking like a little walk. It's a nature park around here. I'm gonna go take a little walk or whatever. My battery's getting pretty low, but I want to get straight to the point. Trump or Kamala? Trump or Kamala? That's been the talk of the town. Votes. I think the last day for votes was yesterday, I believe. Or it could be today. I think today may be the 5th. I'm not sure. But I think the last day was the 5th. The last day is for votes to go in is going to be the 5th. So if today's the 5th, then this is the last day to vote. Make sure you go out there and vote. Because what they're saying is right now is people are putting the votes in, and people that don't put their votes in, their votes are going to other, you know what I'm saying, to the popular, let's say, so to speak, the powers that be. Whoever the powers that be, whether it's maybe Trump, whether it may be Kamala. I would say more so Kamala. They're saying that the votes are going to Kamala, pretty much, allegedly. If you're not voting, if you want Trump to win, make sure you get out there and you vote. This is probably one of the most important elections of my lifetime. I never really been into politics like that, but they're telling people to watch out for like freedom of speech. Like, you know, like the First Amendment won't be the same anymore if she's elected. There's a lot of things that's going on as far as policy. My phone's on. I can't really get too much into that right now at this very moment. But if you guys get a chance, watch the movie that's called The Apprentice. It's a wonderful movie. It's about Trump as he was coming up, how he got into the back rooms and the back doors that he was into with Roy Cohen, who was a popular attorney at the time, closeted attorney at that. He died of HIV, but he faced the military in court. Represented a lot of mob bosses. Some of the greatest men have like been represented by Roy Cohen, and he was very heavily indulged in blackmail and extortion, you know, and that just goes to show. And they say that Trump has a lot of his tactics, but that just goes to show you that it's not a clean way up to the top. You know what I'm saying? If you try to do it the right way, you know what I'm saying, like the good guys always finish last, so they say, you know. So you try to do it the right way, it doesn't work. It's like everybody that's in power, that's billionaires, that's like they got some dirt up under their fingernails, they got some blood up under their fingernails, they done did some shit, you know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, watch that movie. It's called Apprentice. It got rated I think a 8 on Rotten Tomatoes and a 7.5 on IMDb. It's a wonderful movie, man. It's very interesting how it ends, but just very wonderful. And he was already talking about politics then when he was building the Trump Towers. It was like it was already made for him to go into politics. But nevertheless, if you guys get a chance, y'all check that out. I've been seeing the Young Thug thing going on. There's no longer a Young Thug case. Well, it still is the case. Salute to Young Thug. Free Young Thug. It's still a Young Thug case. As most of y'all know, or a few of y'all may know, I had my own little thing going on. So me and my situation was about a whole little, gun situation and things of that sort. The gun wasn't found on me. It was pretty much it was belonging to my wife. It's registered to my wife. My wife's gun is found behind our house. No magazine, none of that, And they were offering me like 2 years prison, 3 years prison because of the minimum mandatory in Florida. And then they was offering me, they bumped that down and it was like, oh, you could do a year in the county. I was like, I'm not doing no time for some gun I didn't have. Y'all got my fingerprints on it. The arresting officer, she recanted her statement. She said she heard something hit the wall. And then came back and said that she seen me throw the gun. So it's a whole bunch of stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I got hit with tampering with evidence, and I got hit with possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, which kind of tore my not only my channel but my life in a downward spiral. And I was just up and down. I was drinking a lot. I started smoking weed. I wasn't even really smoking like that. I started smoking weed just to get away from the bullshit, you know what I'm saying, the bull crap or whatever. And it just came to me talking about, like, they gave me like some type of Young Thug deal, I feel, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you can take probation, 1 year community control, and 4 years probation. So I'm like, God damn, like that's kind of like serious. And then they talking about like AA programs, psychological evaluations. I'm like, yo, like if I violate any one of these things, I'm going back. So I kind of feel his sentence. Like his sentence was something that I really wanted to talk about, but I just had to work, and I had so much stuff going on. I was really tired coming home. But it's like, you just gave this man 15 years probation, bro. He has a 40-year sentence. If he violates one, if he runs a stop, like, people don't understand how serious probation is. I had probation before, and I was literally 3 months. Well, I was literally a month, 3 weeks. Like I had like less than a month. I had 3 weeks to complete my probation, and I was almost done with it. I ran a stoplight, right? I ran a stoplight, got pulled over. Once I got pulled over, they sent me to prison for 18 months. And it's crazy because, even in this situation, I don't even score out prison, so they gotta they gotta fucking sentence me by the guidelines. I don't even score out prison, so I really probably got a better chance of actually taking it to trial. But, a lot of people don't want to go to trial because they're scared. I done been to trial, like this ain't even no advice I can get from somebody else, because I done been to trial twice. Won one, lost one. You know what I'm saying? But being that, like, I would have never been able to lose the second one and still have my life and still be out here talking to y'all if I would have never fought for my life in the first one. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just took what they gave me, what they was offering me. So it's really a sticky situation. I'm considering like actually going to trial right now. I'm not gonna lie. It's just a hard situation to be in, bro. It's messed up, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, they don't got me dead to rights. I didn't do anything. I'm pretty much like literally innocent. But it's like they want me to take something, and it's like, I got a family out here that I gotta live for. I'm not taking no damn deal. But at the same time, I don't want to be stupid and then like, you know what I'm saying? Like just not. I want to put all of my eggs in one basket. Let's say that. Because the judicial system is like, even though what's right, and watching that movie just shows me like what's right is not always going to be what's right in court. Sometimes what's right can be wrong. Sometimes what's wrong can be right. So that just kind of shows me like, all right, man, you don't want to play with your freedom, because like you see what they doing behind these in the judges' chambers and in these back rooms. Like they swapping people out, whether you got a paid lawyer or not. You know what I'm saying? They swapping you out. And it's a really complex situation that I'm dealing with right now, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to work that out. Then you got the whole album coming out with your boy Lil Baby. He calls himself Wham now. But nevertheless, I'm gonna get to that later on. That's small talk. I was gonna report what really had me finna come back to was the Young Thug case, the Lil Durk case. Can't believe he got into that situation. And what ties into that, what I'm gonna speak on right now, is the Brick Baby situation. And I was talking to one of my boys, like he's a big ass YouTuber, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna mention my nigga name for clout and all that other shit like that. I ain't gotta do all of that because I got my dog number. I can hit him up anytime, check up on him and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we on that type of rapport where I make sure his family's straight, like look out for him, like, you know, check up on him and like, man, hey bro, your kids good? How your kids doing and shit like that, you know? And I'm pretty sure he'll do the same thing for me. So I ain't gonna mention nigga name for clout and all the other bullshit, but the Brick Baby thing, right? Immediately when I was watching Academics one night, and it was like 25,000 people in there, bro. Damn near 30,000 people in there watching live. This is like a stadium. Like, at this point, Academics is damn near like a fucking Lil Durk or a rapper, bro. Some of these rappers ain't selling out 30,000, you know what I'm saying, in a stadium. So for him to have those many people watching and attending his shit, some of these rappers are watching him live. Some of these rappers are actually in there watching him live too. So it's a serious topic, and he got a serious platform. I just hope he don't let it like be squandered and swindled out of position. You know, don't burn himself out. But he had like 30,000 people in there and shit like that, 25K, I said. And they started talking about the Brick Baby situation. Immediately, before they even started talking about that shit, when they was kind of like hitting towards it, I was already like, man, I think Brick Baby. Because they said that the co-conspirator number 4 was like, had LA ties. And the first thing I thought about was when Quando Rondo dropped his flag. But Quando Rondo used to always be like, seeming so like he fuck with Brick Baby and shit like that, or, you know, he rolling 60s, and you never seen him actually with no 60s, I would say, other than like Brick Baby. Or the people that's in Brick Baby camp, like Big U, things of that sort, before they start to fall out. When Brick Baby started getting money on YouTube, that's when Brick Baby changed and like started falling out with a lot of the 60s. I can't really speak on their business and their politics because I'm not from LA. I am not a 60, so I can't really speak on their politics. But just going from what the natural eye see, what these niggas done posted online, before you couldn't really speak on these niggas' politics because the shit was secretive. Niggas was keeping shit gangster. Niggas was like not on the internet. But now, niggas is on the internet and niggas is talking about 60s business. Niggas is putting their hood politics on the internet, on YouTube. So a lot of this shit you can see. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even hard to go find it. You can actually type it up on YouTube, like, oh, Brick Baby talking about 60s this, Brick Baby talking about this. And he's one of the most extra out ass niggas, like, where it's to the point where even 4Extra, which his name is like extra, he don't even be saying on the crap or on the dead homie. You know? Like this nigga just too extra out for me. Feel me? But immediately when that nigga said, and any street nigga know this shit. If you been in a street situation, I mean, just even a square, even a nigga that's on the sidewalk, that's a lame, they ain't jumped off the porch yet. He got cousins that's really, you know what I'm saying, or brothers that's really, you know what I'm saying, 10 toes down in this shit. Any nigga know if a nigga just got murdered, right, or deleted. I gotta get back in my YouTube lingo. I ain't been talking on YouTube for a little while. If a nigga just got whacked, right, and deleted, erased, like Hassan Campbell said, he just got his TV turned off. What's good, bro? What's gonna make you say they can't say that he ain't slide for Vaughn no more? And then the nigga said, why? Flacco the main dude, that's like the police up there, and no jumper. Flacco said, why they can't say that? This nigga Brick Baby explains it. What street nigga gonna do that? You going too much into the detail, bro. You too far out there. You feel me? You way too far out there. So the nigga going into detail, like after Flacco said, are you talking about Homeboy? I forgot the nigga name from Chicago, but it's a dude from Chicago that run with Duck. He was like, you talking about FBG Cash? And he was like, nah, Lil Pal. Right there, that nigga told. Right, for me, right there, that nigga told. On top of him already having a gun case, and now it's coming out, he got locked up with a chopstick, but they ain't hit him with the chopstick. He only got hit with the weed charges. Having drug paraphernalia and I guess too much marijuana, but he ain't get hit with the chopsticks. Man, this shit looking spooky out here, man. I got a lot of shit else to tell y'all, but I'm gonna clip this video right here, and I'm gonna come back with some more news for y'all. I got some more shit for y'all, cause I gotta get into detail about that. Like immediately as soon as I seen that, I was like, man, homeboy on some telling shit, man. Like something ain't smelling right, man. This shit smelling funky around here. You feel me? Like something ain't smelling right, man. This shit smell like a fucking rat is around here, you know? And you know, just seeing how Brick Baby is, like for me, it seemed like he got too much to prove. Like anytime I ran into a thorough nigga, man, they never had too much to prove. Like niggas was just solid, niggas just stayed in their own lane, niggas was more so quiet than anything. Probably don't want some of the best niggas you can meet. Niggas stand up to bullies, you know, niggas be on some type of time like, you know, holding their own, niggas ain't laying down for shit, niggas taking their fades, they gotta shoot it out, they'll shoot it out, you know what I'm saying? Niggas getting money, niggas taking care of their kids. Niggas not doing all of that talking, bro. Like, that's just way too much fucking talking, you feel me? Excuse my language, but it's just way too much talking coming from a nigga that's supposed to be a known game banger, supposed to be a known nigga that said he had hitters and hits up under his belt. He said in the song where he was just trolling, but he said in the song where he can't do nothing under, I guess he already must have had and got paid the 150, but he was like he can't do nothing under 200,000, which I felt like he was bragging about, you know what I'm saying? And then I seen him with the I know it wasn't a no jumper shit that was giving him this money, not to be pocket watching niggas, but just putting two and two together. Nigga had on the big ass Cuban, it looked a little hollow and shit like that, I ain't gonna lie. But when he first debuted it, he debuted it on the dude channel, 607, the dude that's supposed to be Sexy Red manager. He debuted it on his channel, and I was like, yo, that shit look, you know what I'm saying? That shit look clean. I ain't gonna lie, it look a little hollow, but that bitch look clean though, for real. You feel me? Like he must have paid a pretty penny like that. You know what I'm saying? To get that shit. What the hell Brick doing ain't no jumper? You know what I'm saying? Cause I ain't see AD and them boys coming out like that. I'm gonna be real. You know what I'm saying? On top of him already having that case, you would think that the money would go towards your case. But we ain't hear nothing about no court dates. None of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And Whack 100. You know. Sometimes we gotta praise his troll due diligence, because he trolled you to death, but at the same time he trolled for good reason. It seemed like he been on his ass since he, you know what I'm saying, got that gun case, and he was like, man, damn, bro, you ain't have no court date, no nothing. Like, these are the questions that niggas is really asking in their mind. Like niggas that's probably around you asking that in their mind, but they don't want to ask you out loud and shit like that, you know. So by him being from the opposing side, you know, he asking that shit, and I mean, acquiring minds want to know, bro, for real, bro. Like, that's some real shit. But I'm gonna touch back on this topic in a minute, man. Y'all check this out, man. Telescope. So, man, now that we all caught up, that video that I made, it was just before the elections. I wasn't even able to get back to it. Got called into work. Had to get back home to the kids, and I've been off for a little while, man. I've been like incognito for a while, but I'm here now, man. I'm here. I don't know. Might go make Flying Dutchmans tonight. I know y'all seen the Tyson's fight, man. Like that whole Tyson situation, that was ridiculous, man. And I knew from when he slapped Jake Paul and he humiliated Jake Paul in front of the world like that. I was like, it ain't no way they finna let the great white hope like that lose that fight. Mike Tyson's way too old. He's kind of like a has-been in the sense. He's a legend for sure, but still in every sense is somewhat of a has-been because he done had his time. So when I seen it, I was immediately like, yeah, they finna play on his top, you feel me? But when I seen that fight, when I seen him do the little pre-fight, you know, link up, and he slapped him, I was like, man, that just gave it away. I was like, Mike finna lose, he gonna throw the fight. Nah, I do believe that Mike would have kicked his ass. There was a lot of stipulations in the contract, like if he wasn't able to go a certain amount of rounds, he knocked Jake out in the first round, he don't get paid. He don't go longer than, I guess, 4 rounds, he don't get paid. Got it? So that means he had to make it all the way to the end without getting knocked out, because Jake knocked him out, he wouldn't get paid. And then Jake was able to pick his judges. All of the judges that voted, Jake picked them. So I knew it was gonna be something of that sort, like, you know, something of that magnitude where they was gonna try to get off and get on. You know, no pun intended. But Mike Tyson, man, I don't know what was going on, man. I think that was just something honestly, for Netflix. Two things. It was for Netflix to try to open up the boxing world to getting big fights to come to them. Like now you see the play on Tank. Tank just responded. Tank, like, you know, that bozo that was in the ring. Bob, you know, he want a piece of that pretty much. You know what I'm saying? So now they trying to promote. I'm guessing if Tank, they trying to like throw it up in the air that, you know, Tank might, you know what I'm saying, be fighting Jake. Which they don't even seem like they're in the same weight class, but they throwing it out there, I guess, for the people to amp it up and see how much, you know, engagement it gets. If it gets a lot of traction, engagement, they're gonna make it happen. You know, if not, it won't ever happen. But when I seen it, I was like, man, this is just something for Netflix to open the door for big fights. The best fight that I seen that night and the biggest robbery was the girl, I believe her name is Kate Adams. Her and the Hispanic girl, Samrigo or Samrago or something like that. That was one of the best fights. Like that was a dog fight. They was going at it. But nevertheless, you feel me? It was definitely a robbery on both ends. Just the biggest robbery was the girl fight. Also, I feel like they did it for another thing too, and that was to put Mike through a humiliation ritual. You know, just to get us watching it, take our eyes and our attention off of what's really going on out here, and for them to, they know the world's gonna be watching it. It was a big fight. People haven't seen Mike fight since, you know, early 2000s or the 90s. So they knew people was gonna watch it. Jake is, you know, he racks in millions of views by himself. Every time he done had a fight, you know, it ended by KO. So I think that's what it was, you know. And Mike it was one of them situations like where you heard the old saying is he don't want to fight and he happy that he don't want to fight either. Like it was one of them situations like, yeah, Jake probably could have knocked him out, but Jake also could have got knocked out. And when he bowed down to him at like 10 seconds left in the fight, that let me know that, you know what I'm saying, like Jake was like, okay, it was good doing business with you. We made it a little quick, little bag. Both of us walking home with a check, walking home to our family with millions. You know, we put on a nice show. To me, that's all it seemed like, a nice show. You got that, and then y'all can tell me about what y'all think about that. But jumping straight into the politics, there's been a lot going on after Kamala Harris lost. People, you know what I'm saying? Some people going crazy for real. Some people putting on a show. Some people acting like they're going crazy for TikTok views, and you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of Democrat shills out here moving, you know, wickedly, wildly and obnoxious. I've been seeing Tariq Nasheed and Isaac Hayes Jr., Isaac Hayes III going at it. It's been interesting, you know what I'm saying? It's been real interesting. There's been a lot of stuff that's been going on. A lot of people are delineating. I seen Trick Daddy talking about he African American when the Afro come into it, his background, which I've been saying for years. A lot of brothers and people have been saying that for years. People like Tariq Nasheed have been saying that for years. Slim Negus, Professor Black Truth. Who else, man? It's just a lot of black brothers been saying that. FBA black brothers been saying that, and you know, it was never heard out. I'm glad somebody from my state, my city, you know, spoke out. I ain't from Miami, from Broward County, but it's like, you know, 305 954. That's like right next door. We like brother and sister. You know what I'm saying? Or big brother, little brother. But it's been a lot of talk about that, which I find very interesting. I'm gonna talk about the politics too, but I feel like this is a needed topic to talk on because you do got a lot of black folks that don't identify with African American, don't know nothing about Africa, never been. They family been over here for generations and generations. They great grandmas was slaves. You know, they indigenous to this land. These people never been anywhere else. All they know is the state that they been in and where their parents been at. Like, as you can see, like most black American people or foundational black American people don't really too often travel to other states. We don't really do that. Like, that's not something that we do. You know, we kind of stay in the same, like, you know what I'm saying, the same little cesspool or the same swimming pool, I would say. We kind of stay in the same swimming pool. We don't really move around like that. Like, it's some people where I'm from, born and raised there, probably gonna pass away there. They brothers and sisters and they family members, born and raised there. You know what I'm saying? Born and raised there, passed away there, you know, and they don't never leave. Like, whether, like, you know, states like Florida, Miami, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, even sometimes Virginia, Texas, you know, Mississippi. It's places like that, Louisiana. It's places like that where it's generation and generations and generation upon generations of black folks that was born and raised there, and that's where their lineage is. They never really moved. So, let me get through here. Taking a little walk to the store. So, and it feels so good out here too, man. It's breezy. It feels really good out here, man. Really one of the perfect days to walk. I like to take walks like this when the sun's out. You know, you got the wind just blowing, so lovely. The wind is just blowing. It's cold as hell, but the sun's out. I love that type of weather. But yeah, man, you got people like Trick Daddy that was speaking on it, and a lot of black Americans actually agree with him. Now, you got some tethered people that don't want us to delineate or feel a way about it. But when it all boils down, when the rubber hits the road, they don't even identify as black. You know, I mean, back in the days, I remember people to be like, "Nah, I ain't black. Black is a color. You black? You black? You not black?" Like, "Nah, bro, I'm black." You know, and FBA's Foundation of Black Americans, we made being black cool. You know what I'm saying? From the type of cars that we drive, the flashy shit, the music, the designer wear that we, you know what I'm saying, that we buy and spend hella money on. You know, we are the culture. We made a lot of things in America fly and cool. So, to me, I felt like Trick Daddy was saying nothing but truth. You know what I'm saying? But then you have like people that are like Jamaicans and stuff like that. They won't call themselves black. They look down on us. You know what I'm saying? A lot of African people as well. Same thing, same story. So I've always knew my truth, knew where my people come from. You know what I'm saying? Where the lineage come from. And I was never somebody that was confused about that. A lot of people are, but we're gonna get back into that. I'm gonna talk these politics too with y'all, but let me go grab a couple of things out of this store. As a matter of fact, I might just take y'all on a run with me right quick. Nah, I'm fine, appreciate it. Yeah, so it's a lot of people that look at themselves as something other than black or what they actually is. You know, I've run into a lot of Haitians don't call themselves black. I'm from Haiti, I'm not black. They call black Americans lazy. They talk down on black Americans, look down on black Americans. Oh, black Americans don't like to work and they don't want to get a job and pop. You know, Jamaicans the same thing. You know, Jamaicans kind of like and kind of more identify with the Spanish. Like, they be kicking it with the Spanish harder than they kick it with us. So skin color don't really make no difference. It's just when we say black, that's what we was called. Either way, like I heard Ricky Smiley the other day, and he was like, it say Negro on my birth certificate. So like we come from that era, that lineage. You know what I'm saying? Some of these people that come from overseas, these Caribbean people, don't come from that. They don't come from being called Negroes and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? A Black American Negro. So if you know, you know. If you can relate, you can relate. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you come from that lineage, you know. But yeah, man, that was a real, you know, I think topic that needed to be had coming into this new year. You know, people delineating, people finding out who they really are. Is way more resources for you to look into who you are and find out your background and where you come from and things of that sort, where your ancestors come from. You know, if they was ever over in the Caribbeans or not, or, you know, if they was ever even over in Africa or not, you know. Some of these people lineage can trace back to the 1800s, sometimes even the 1700s. So it's real big right now. That's a big topic right now. As far as the politics, I'm gonna get more in depth into that later on in this video. But y'all check this out. Shit, walk my damn dog, man. This motherfucker here run me crazy. Still a baby though. He coming down. He jumping up, coming down, jumping up. But yeah, man, about these politics, man. These politics is getting wicked. He's gonna be a big boy. But yeah, man, these politics is getting wicked out here, man. You know, with all of the Kamala Harris, you know, bullshit and what's going on with that. You know, people feeling like they was cheated out of the election. Everybody happy, kind of somewhat. I feel like, I mean, in my eyes, I'm definitely happy Donald Trump won. But it's a lot of policies that's being passed right now that's gonna probably affect a lot of people. You know, the whole stop and frisk thing, and you know that's gonna affect a lot of people. I'm just ready to see these deportations, man. See how you gonna handle that. You know how you gonna get that past people. Cause I mean, right now, that's what we need right now, man. We need to get these immigrants the hell up out of Dodge, up out of our country, these illegals. So, you know, good old, hard-working, old-fashioned black folk can get some jobs, can get back to work. We need to get some jobs going for some good Hispanics that's legal. You know, some good immigrants that's legal. You know, and get these folks back in these workhouses, man. Like, the groceries is high as hell about right now, you know what I'm saying? So, hopefully, with all the tariffs that he's setting up, some of the deals that he's making with some of these foreign countries and stuff like that, hopefully that puts more value on the American dollar again. Right now, man, you know, things are still, you know, we still feeling the effects of the Biden administration, like, and they really ain't do nothing for us, so I go a little bit more in depth on it, but you know, right now, I'm gonna just leave it at that. Show y'all a couple of clips. Appreciate y'all coming to watch. It's just like a little tap in because I ain't been in a while, but nevertheless, remember, man, they said it now. We're speaking on it. Mr. Telescope, you are now watching Telescope channel. Telescope.
They say no, it's our problem free philosophy. If we get some black shit, bro, that's who it's like. Y'all probably don't know. I think it's game on the cartoon, but know your history, man. Know your history, man. Know your history. See, it's more to a black man than y'all actually know. But I ain't gonna get y'all in there, man. What you mean? It's kind of fake ass. You can't interview us, you know what I'm saying? That shit. I love y'all, love y'all like the flying dresses that I just made. Man, I love y'all, man. I think that's cool, but it's taking me to stop playing. I got food, Black first. That's the
take these out. That's a good time to do it.
Got you with the flip, so that's fine. Put the whole tray over there, but I was gonna say I was gonna zoom in on that. We're doing for the camera now, so I guess what you gotta make big burgers on.
No, this is 2. You want it to stay right here? Because I can't.
You can always zoom out though. Zoom out. One thing about you. Now that's what you call good. Let's do it. Let's go. Problem free philosophy, a cool out of time.
Go! Cheese.
You never see cheese. Look, hold it up. No. That's not Up Vid.
Go ahead, check out her items.
We had Alvin. Look, that slide right there. Look.
Was it fun? You have more to do. Let's go. You have more to do. You have more, put those in there. Come on. Go ahead.